coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. We out here. 33 years of prison stories. We rolling. We putting that work in. We keeping this message going. We pushing this positive energy all the way down the line. We're trying to send this message out to everybody in earshot. Prison is the last place on earth you want to be while still breathing. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people that will testify to that. So keep spreading the word. Like, comment, share these videos to anybody you think might need to hear them, as well as stay tuned and lock in with me on Facebook, Banky Pound, 4 Pound, Pound, FORPOUND. I'm getting ready to be posting content over there as well. Need 10,000 subscribers. We got 100 over here. Should be easy to do, man. Let's go get it. Go over there and subscribe to me, follow me, or whatever they call it over there. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Well, y'all ain't for a crazy one today. Y'all ain't for a crazy one today because this is just how it goes in the penitentiary. But I was talking to somebody recently that I knew from being locked up, and they just jarred my memory to this to the story right here, man, which was one of the craziest things that y'all heard. So check it out. As you probably can tell from the title, I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but I think I know. So either way, as you can tell from the title, you should know that this is gonna be crazy. But anyway, I can remember being on this compound, right? And I'm trying to say if I should say the compound. I don't think it really mattered. But I was on this compound, and I can remember this old head, right? This old head, he had been locked up a long time, right? And he had a boy. He had a young boy. It was a white boy, but it was a young boy. He was young. He was like 20, 21 years old. He got up under the old head because he was scared, for real. And the old head was his protection. But I think he was, kind of, that way anyway. But he was just scared, and he was under the old head. The old head had a lot of respect. Won't nobody really gonna, mess with him. Ain't like he was a heck of a fighter or somebody like that, but he'll push that Bethlehem in you, and that was known. He would push that Bethlehem in you. He had did his time. He had put his work in. He had earned his respect, so ain't nobody really rock with him, or mess with him like that. But he worked in the shop, so he be gone long periods of the day. But old head just keeping it 100. Old head been locked up so long. He was freaking deep. He was freaked out. You know what I'm saying? He always, to my understanding, had some peoples. You know what I'm saying? Always. I know he did all the time that I was around him, but from far as I know, he always had peoples this whole bit. So he already was freaked out. Okay. Now you got a young couple in there, a young dude in his 20s, he messing with a boy, and the boy is in his 20s, right? They in the same block, right? So a lot of times the boys, they'll congregate with each other. They be kicking it with each other, you know what I'm saying? Not just them two, just the boy community, period. If they ain't beefing, if they ain't arguing, they usually, chopping it up together or hanging together or doing whatever it is that they do. So now the way the story goes is, like I told you, old head freaked out. So he see his people talk to dude people all the time. So he done had a conversation with his people to get in the other people's ear to have them talk to their man, and he want to do. I guess I don't even know what you want to call it. I guess you could call it like some swinger type stuff. He wanna mess with young dude boy, and in exchange, he'll let young dude, do something to his boy. That's what he was trying to do, right? So he recruit his people to put the play in motion. right? Or the suggestion to see how they receive it. Well, obviously, they received it, you know what I'm saying, cool, well. So in order for them to try to keep it under wraps, instead of like sending his boy over to him and he send his boy over to him where everybody know what's going on, they get the bright idea that they gonna all go in the same cell, like they in there drinking, smoking, or doing whatever, because that's the only way you usually throw the cut up. You throw the curtain up. If you know you in there doing something like that, if more than one person in there, y'all in there gambling, you know what I'm saying? You either gambling, if you got that cut up, if one person in there with you, you either gambling, they smoking or whatever, or they doing some freaked out stuff. So now if you got four of these people in there, they're assuming that they in there, you know, probably getting high or drinking or whatever. But the story goes, they was in there doing exactly what I told you. They was swapping couples. You know what I'm saying? They in there swapping couples. He got his boy, he got his boy, but they all in there and they got the curtain up, right? So it looked crazy, but and I know it sounds crazy to y'all, but this type of stuff to be going on in there. So they done set it up, they done did it and everything, man. A couple of people, you know, because in the penitentiary, everybody gonna see everything. A couple of people like, man, what they doing them in there? Or, you know, and then little whispers going on, man, you think they ever in Joan getting high? Or, man, then somebody might say, man, they probably in there freaking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But kind of find out that what they was in there doing. They literally was in there freaking, you know, having a good old freak off. So, time go on, they, you know, do that every so often. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that they fooling everybody in the block like they getting high. When a couple of them get high, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't what they really had going on. So after a couple of weeks or something go by, or a couple of months or whatever the case may be, now like I told you, the white boy young, this couple young. Old head, he been down longer than they been alive. You understand me? But he the white boy protection. So now when he at work, right? They freaking theyself. All three of them, they freaking while he at work, right? So now they start plotting. They wanna get rid of him because when he back from work, you know what I'm saying? The white boy can't do nothing. He up in that cell. He come out, take a shower. He got to go back in. If one of the people or somebody want to talk to him, they got to come talk to him at the door or talk right in front of the cell. He don't let them really out of his sight like that. So when he going to work, white boy be ripping and running, doing what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he was doing, being with them peoples. So now these peoples, they want to have a, you know, or whatever you call it, the pilot thing with just them three and get rid of old head, right? And penitentiary stuff, crazy, true story. They want to get rid of old head. So they plotting to try to get rid of him. But the white boy really scared because he been in the cell with old head. He know that old head is dangerous. He know that old head will hurt him if he find out anything of the such. So he really nervous, pervious, but they trying to tell him it's a way to do it. They thinking that they can out slick the old head. You know what I'm saying? They tell him, look, you want to, you know what I'm saying? And then he's scared about, well, if get rid of him, who I'm gonna go in the cell with? They already done picked out somebody he can go in the cell with. He ain't gonna have no problems. He ain't gonna have no trouble. You know what I'm saying? Then they all gonna be together. They gonna look out for each other. And he gone. This the plot, right? So now how can they plot? How? Because they got to talk. Where we at? We in the penitentiary. So all this whispering and talking they doing is always ears in the cornfield. It's always birds picking up seeds. And somebody heard them, right? Somebody heard them. And that somebody put the bug in old head ear. And I'm going to tell you right now, that was one of the worst things they could have did. Because like I say, he an old head, he been down a while, he put in some work, he set in his ways of how he do his time. He really more or less comfortable. He freaked out, but he comfortable. That's the life he chose to live. You know, so now he thinks somebody plotting on him, let alone somebody that own people that he got in the cell with him, the own people that he provide protection, food or whatever it is to him. Now he on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he gotta go to work every day. Now the people done already told him to say, yeah, man, they be, you know what I'm saying, when you going to work and woo, and he on some other stuff. So the next time, I guess it was the next time they supposed to do their little freak off, They come down there, try to slide up in the cell with him, and throw the curtain up. Man, curtain ain't up that joint for about a good 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, whatever the case may be, and all you hear is a bunch of ah, ah, and boom, curtain. Dude, like run through the curtain, open the door. The doors be open, but you gotta push it open, and the curtain is in front of. He try to get out there so fast, he run through, and the curtain is like swipe him like that. So he running up out of that joint like Casper the Ghost, because the curtain is over top of his face, and he trying to pull the curtain off. And right behind him is his people, right? And right behind him is old head with that chopper. And yeah, he got him up in there. And I get they lucky. I'm telling you right now, and the reason why I tell you they lucky, because the door could have locked. If that door would have locked, there's no doubt in my mind all three of them would be dead. If that door had a lock, I think he would have took all three up to the upper room, because he was not playing. He hit both of them. He hit the dude first, and the dude the one that jet out and with the curtain over his head. Then he hit the boy, and the boy run out, and he chasing the boy. When he come out, he chasing them. Now both of them that got hit with the Bethlehem. He chasing them. His boy run out and go the opposite way. He run the opposite way of the way that they running. He can't catch him. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, he's short, kind of stocky, overweight. He chasing him, but he talking his talk like, yeah, I kill you. I kill you. Yeah, you know, and they go up to the front, they screaming and hollering, both of them leaking, both of them bleeding. Get to the side door for the people let him out because they can see what's going on. Then he turn around and he focus on his own boy. And he tell him, get in the cell. Get your eight. Get in the cell. He like, no. I ain't do nothing. He's getting this. And he don't want to go in the cell. He started chasing him. He can't catch him. The boy running. He running. The best thing, he better not have went in that cell, because I don't think he would have came out if he'd have went in there. So now the people that came, they call the jump, they come running in there, they know him, they call him by his name. Anybody who been on this compound that I was on, they know who I'm talking about, and they know what I'm talking about. But I ain't gonna say their name just for purposes or whatever. Even though old head won't shame of nothing he did, but I don't know who his people is or what they got going on. They may not knew what he had going on, so I ain't gonna really call his name. But at the same time, when they come in there, they give him so much respect. They know him. They call him by his name. Just go in the cell. Just go in the cell. Go in the cell. You know what I'm saying? Go in the cell. Put the joint down and just go in the cell. Put it down and just go in the cell. So he dropped the little junk and he going in the cell. Pull the door closed. They go get his peoples. Walk his people out. You know, all that we in the cell. They don't put us in the cell. You know what I'm saying? They come and go to his cell. Man, then the next thing you know, you got 4, 5 of them there. You got 10, 11. Then you got the captain down there. You got the major down there. They all talking to him at the door. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the story from him. Like, what made you snap out? He done been on the compound forever. They know him. Everybody know him. Everybody know what he into, even the administration. So, they got him. They talk to him. Woo, woo. They go ahead on, bust the door, put the cuffs on him, go ahead on, take him on up out of there, right? But, man, you talking about... You talking about gossip on the institution? Man, this was the talk of the whole institution for months and months and months and months, because the story came out, you know what I'm saying, about what they was doing, you know what I'm saying, because the same thing, it don't stop. They go back in the hole, and when you get back in the hole, they talking. They talk through the bars, yeah, woo, woo, woo. The jokers come back from the hospital, they in there, they talking. So the story come out about how everything unfolded and what was going on. And then he got wind that they plotting on him, and he took action. See what I'm saying? That goes back to the rumor mill. Now let's just say, just for playing devil's advocate, when the person that put the bug in old head ear, what if he was lying? What if that won't say it? What if that ain't what they was trying to do? See what I'm saying? But in the penitentiary, you can't wait around and see. You can't wait around and see. So that's why it's another element to make that makes penitentiary so dangerous. Because somebody could just not like you and put a bad bug in somebody's ear about you, or that you plotting on them, or you hating on them, or you planning to do. They gonna come get you, man. if they got any type of self-preservation, they gonna come get you. You dig? So that's just another element of so how wicked the penitentiary is. That's just a whole nother element. So you mean to tell me somebody could come try to harm me and I ain't did nothing to him, ain't planning on doing nothing to him, ain't said nothing about him, ain't been, bad mouthing him or nothing, but somebody could tell him that and they'll come get me without warning. Without warning. Yes, they will. They will. They will come get you. You know what I'm saying? And it's more about self-preservation because it ain't like, what if they come ask you and it is true? Now they done alarm you. So it's just so many different elements to it. But he ain't obviously he ain't wait around and he won't plan. He went straight to work. And he got both of them. He got both of them. I think he wanted to get his own people too, but I think he thought he had enough fear in his own peoples that when he told him to go in the cell, that he was gonna go in the cell. I think he thought he instilled enough fear in him that he would do it. But he don't realize the fear now was overwhelmed because it ain't now what he heard about what you did. He just seen what you would do. He saw you put that Bethlehem in him. And he won't go. He won't going back in that cell. He was not. He won't go. He was hitting the bird sandals on him. He was not going back in that cell. And then the people, like I say, the people saved him. Like I say, they're not gonna save you. But they can save you like that. They can save you if they come and stop the incident or somebody submit. But hey, he kept going and tried to chase him and try to get him. They weren't gonna run down there on him. They won't do but use their mouth. That's all they was gonna do. You put it down, go ahead, hey, and call him out and say, hey, put it down, man. Come on, come on. They won't gonna run down on him like and tackle him and get him up off you. That's what I mean when I say save. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna try to talk. You understand me? Which is no more than what anybody could do. They're gonna try to talk him out of stopping or talk him out of not doing something if he hadn't done it already. But if he's in the process of doing something to you, or anybody in the process of doing something to you in the penitentiary, the police is not gonna intervene in that. They're gonna use their whistle, they're gonna use their voice, they're gonna use a dog, they're gonna use mace, they're gonna use anything but their physical self to prevent you. They ain't jumping in there. I ain't see it. I ain't see it in 12,365 plus days. They ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say they not gonna save you. But luckily, he knew he couldn't catch the people. He couldn't even catch them. So I guess he figured the gig was up and he made his point and he already know he was gonna have to take his lick. You know what I'm saying? He already knew he was gonna have to take his lick, so he went ahead on and laid it down. And yeah, I ain't running to him. You know what I'm saying? That same story. It's always the same. When something like that go down, oh no, I did. I did. You usually don't run into them people no more because they're gonna get shipped, you know what I'm saying, different places or whatever. But I did. I ran into the white boy. I ran into that white boy probably. I ran into that white boy probably 6 or 7 years later on another institution. I knew him off site because he, like say, he was a young white dude, but he was tall. He was kind of tall. You know what I'm saying? And I ran into him, and he was trying to switch it up. He had changed his little name, and was not acting as feminine as he was back then, but he was still into the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But he had changed his name, and he was dressing more. You know what I'm saying? Dude like. But old head had him acting like a girl. You know what I'm saying? But I still heard later on that compound he still had a man, but he just had a different type of man. I guess they won't put the type of pressure on him that old head was putting on him to act a certain way or to be a certain way, but he still was into the tomfoolery. You understand? But I definitely knew it was him, and I knew when somebody called him by his name because, like I say, my eyesight, I may not even if I don't remember your name. If I seen you before, I remember that I seen you, and I knew it was him. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't say nothing to him or nothing like that. It wasn't nothing for me to say to him. Last time I see you, you were scared to go up in that cell because you know what was gonna happen to you. But yeah, man. But these things like this happen in the penitentiary all the time, man. It's just it's crazy. The things that people out here on the street would not understand what goes down in that penitentiary. To me and to y'all, even to me in the penitentiary. So I know to y'all out here on the street that 4 dudes going in the cell to do that. That's insane, man. That's insane. You understand? But that's what penitentiary would do to you. It would make you insane, and it would drive people crazy, and it would have people doing things that they wouldn't normally do under the pressure that they under, man. But that right there could have all easily turned into multiple homicide, because if that door would have locked, and it does lock, you know what I'm saying? When you pull it hard enough, it'll lock. But when you put that curtain up there, that curtain blocks the lock. That's so they could get in and out. But had that curtain been just a slightly off, or they pulled that door a little too hard, the door would have locked. It would have been a whole different scenario. But, you know, it worked out the way that it worked out, and I guess that's the way it was supposed to work out. But anyway, I just wanted to run that by y'all, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. Do you think it's crazy? Or do you, had you ever heard anything of such? Yeah, man, but that's prison life for you, man. Duck it at all costs, man. Do everything possible that you have to do to make sure that you stay free and out of them concrete and steel walls, man. And in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Man, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We on the road to 200K. Let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation, stand up, man. I love y'all, man. Big love to everybody out there. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Duck them hooks, man. They out there. You don't want no parts of this crazy life, man. None whatsoever.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.